All right, good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about MobX objects and arrays. So this video is part of a series about MobX, and you can find the previous videos on the YouTube channel, right? So check them out if you haven't done so already. Also, there is a repository for this specific video, also linked down below. Okay, today, as I said, I want to talk about objects and arrays, which are fairly easy to use in MobX, but there are some caveats. So yeah, just wanted to point these out. With the setup that we had, we actually already used an array, right? So we had a bunch of coin stores that look like so, and there is a bunch of fields and whatnot. This actually is only a class with primitive values, right? So strings, booleans, numbers, something like that. But the overall store has an array already, okay? And we're gonna expand on that. Let me actually, let's actually log that first. So let me just console log this.coins, okay? Array, I mean, it does look like a normal array. Let me npm run dev, I think. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Everything works as expected. And then actually, let me just remove this here. I don't need that, I think, and that's just cluttering the console. Okay, so let's have a look at the coins, which is an array. So you can see that here it's not showing anything normal, I would say, right? If I have an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then I console log or just type a, this is what the console gives me, which looks normal. It's just an array, right? But when I log an observable array, this is a little bit different. It says proxy, and then if I open that up, there's handler and target, and then if I click on target, there is our actual array, right? And then if I can open that up even further, and then I have the coin store, okay? But yeah, this looks a little bit weird, right? And this is what MobX does under the hood, and gives you this proxy target handler thing. Okay, let's actually, so maybe just to begin with, if you want, so this is the MobX data structure, right? This proxy thing. And this is the same for objects. So let's say I have I don't know, provider is Kraken, whatever, right? And then I console log this dot meta. Let's see. This is also a proxy, right? So it's the same for object and arrays, which makes sense because in the end, arrays are objects. So here as well, they're giving us this proxy with target handler, and then you have to click through that. If you don't want to have that, or if you want to have a clear representation, you can import 2.js from MobX, and then you can turn that into an actual array or an actual object, JavaScript object. Right? Now be careful with that. This is useful for logging, for debugging. But if you use 2.js in the code base, this no longer has the binding of MobX, right? So it might not update or something like that. So you have to be careful with that. In general, I only use that for debugging, but it's good to know that you can turn that into an object, into a proper object. This is also useful when you try to send these kind of things to the backend, or try to save it, or something like that, save it in local storage. There 2JS comes in handy. But other than that, you probably don't want to use that. Okay, now let's move over to the actual coin store, and then we're gonna play around with arrays and objects a little bit more. Okay, let's go in here. Let's have a look at that. So I was thinking maybe we should keep a history of the prices, right? So I'm gonna create a new history object, well, history array, okay? And then when we fetch the price, we can maybe push the old price to that array. So this history push, and for the most part you can do anything you would expect with that array or an object, right? So you can push, you can find, you can map over the array. Yeah, just remember it's not a real array. If you want to have the real array, then if you encounter an issue, then maybe try turning that to a JavaScript array or object. So using 2JS with arrays, you can also do this history.slice, which will create a new array for you, an actual proper array. Okay, but yeah, let's keep going. So I'm gonna push a new value to that, which is simply this.price. Okay, and then I'm gonna console log, and here I'm gonna use 2JS as well. I'm gonna auto import that, hopefully. No, that doesn't want to. And then this.history 2JS. Okay, let's see. Okay, 0, and then that and that and that. You could argue. Okay, let's change that up a little bit. Let's actually, yep. Let's actually, yeah. No, that's fine. Okay, I mean, we have the 0 in the beginning, which is not correct. Okay, let's say if this.price is not 0, right? Then the proper way to do it would be to fetch the price in the beginning. But yeah, I think that's okay. We're just gonna wait a little bit and then start with the prices. Okay, and then actually let's just have one coin for the moment, and that way we don't need to worry about it too much. We don't have like 4 logs here. It's just 1 log, and then we can see, okay, this is the history of the price, and we can see, okay, it was 0.2 in the beginning, and then it turned to 0.5, and so on. Nice. Okay, let's actually change it up a little bit more and have where is it? The coin store, and have not only the price but the date updated in the array. And then date updated, we can simply pass that as well. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, nothing, and then we have an array of objects. Perfect. Very good. Now we don't, yeah, I don't think we're going to use a date updated for now, but still the price is going to be useful. And I just wanted to show you that you can use this however you want. Okay? You can just put plain old JavaScript inside for the most part. Okay. Now, let's use one more thing. Let's use another thing. Just call computed values. Right? So I guess you can take. So you can take. You can take your store and then use these computed values. You can use computed values to create value, right? So for example, what I want to do is if the price has gone up, then display bubble here. If the price has gone down, display red bubble. And if nothing happens, just like it's doing right now, nothing is happening. Hopefully. My script is broken. But yeah, if nothing's happening, then it's actually okay. Then just remove the dot, right? Okay. So let's do that. And then what we might find useful, we can do all of that in the component itself, right? So we can grab the history, get that first element, and then compare that to current price. And that would do that. But then you don't want to clutter your component. And then if you want to use it somewhere else, you have to do the same logic. So in general, it's not great to have that there. And then we want to put that in here. And we could have just a normal value, which is I don't know, status is like up, down, or undefined. Right? But then we would have to manually set that. So we would have to do the calculation here and then say, okay, this dot status is up, or this dot status is down, or whatever, right? Which doesn't make sense, because then you have to keep track of two values, or multiple values, even though this is fully dependent on the history and the price. So we don't, we have all the information already. So we can create a computed value. That's how they call it. And the way you do that is just have getter method, and then call it status, or let's call it last move. Okay, and then last move, that is a function. Okay, and then we can return something, and then what we return is let me say. Last value, last price is this history, and then we get the first entry. And when we push for the first time, there's none there, so I'm going to use the optional chaining here, which basically means that if this is there, then use that, otherwise don't use it. Okay, and then if that is, and then we use a price. So remember, we do have, I'm gonna comment that. Okay, let's see. Okay, for the first call, right, there's nothing in there yet, so it's an empty array. And then we have an object with price. Okay, so that's why we need to do that. Then we access the price. So that's the last price, and then we can simply compare that. So if we don't have a last price, or the last price is equal to this dot price, not sure if we need 3 there, or we can have 3 there. Let's see. If it's equal, then we say this dot oh no, we return, sorry, that's a computed value. We return undefined, right? And then otherwise, if the last price is higher than this dot price, then, and we could even make the last price computed value, right? We can say last price and then simply return this here, right? And we can use this, the last price. This works the same way. And then you can use that in the component if you want to. I'm not sure. I'm not going to use that right now, but yeah, you could do that. And then that way you can, based on a few variable values, you can build up these computed values and have more information, basically. Okay, and then I'm gonna, well, if that's higher, then I'm gonna return up, and then otherwise I'm gonna return down. Okay, let's see. And then let's put that, okay, I'm gonna remove the history again, and then inside the coin, I'm gonna console log coin last move up. Okay, that seems to be a little bit, seem to have a little bit of a problem here. So why is the history still logging? Okay, last move undefined, very good. Nothing's happening. And then still nothing's happening. Well, that's not great. Let's see. Let's actually log last price. Last price is undefined every time, even though that shouldn't be the case. Let's log this history. Here we go. And then, okay. And then let's log the first element. Okay, so this is not triggering the last move. So we're not, I'm not sure. Maybe that is because this is the last price. I'm not sure. Let's, const last price is this history. Let's not use separate coin last move. Okay, and then we don't want to have this last price. Just want to have last price. Okay, nothing happening. That is very weird. Coin last move. Let's put that here. Okay, it's undefined. Undefined. Nothing changes. Okay, now it should have gone down. Well. Find that last move. What about? Okay, no. That is strange. Let's see. This history. Array 0 and then array 1. Okay, let's last price not being called. This is very weird. Maybe that should be fine. Okay, I mean, if history this history length return undefined. Let's maybe not have, let's turn none. none, 90, 90. Yeah, that's all right. It's not moving. Oh, okay. Well, now, oh, none. It's gone up for a little bit. Oops. Yeah, Bitcoin price not moving too much. Up. Up again. Up. Yeah, that is weird. Seems like this is not being updated. Last price is always the same. It's always 0.9. That's not good. Well. There we go. Okay. That is, yeah, the problem. So, well, I'm selecting the first element, but I'm adding it to the end. So, yep, I'm always getting the same element. Okay, 0.3 and 3. Now the price not moving again. Interesting. Hmm. Am I crazy? Come on, do something with the price. Not sure if the market is not moving or not, or if it is. Let's see if there's another coin with more volatility. So 120, and then nothing happens. It's up. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, now this is too fixed. Let's put 6 here. Okay. 776. And then none. Up. I think I have the wrong way. Let's see if the last price, well, the last price is lower than the current price. Okay, I think it's working right now. So yeah, we can revert that back to the last price, and then just move none, remove. I think we can put that back to undefined, and then return. Actually, we can have it this way, and then undefined. Yeah, so the problem was not anything with MobX or whatever. It was just that I was adding it at the wrong position. So this last price, this last price, this last price. Okay, let's see if that works. That's pretty sure it's gonna work now. Okay, well, I probably... Oh, maybe it's not working. Last price. Last price is undefined. Then it should be something. Not anything. Weird. Let's revert that back here. I'm not sure what's going on right now, but... Okay. Maybe it has a problem with undefined, I'm not sure. On. Down, okay. None. That is the correct behavior. Down. Down again. Yeah, that looks good. I want to wait until it's up. Maybe it's just going down. Bad couple of minutes for Cardano. Down again. Anyway, okay, let's go here, and I'm gonna implement the dot real quick. Oops, I don't have that. Div. Display flex. And then line items center. There we go. And then I'm gonna have, actually no, I can't put that here. And give it a margin. Very good. And then in the end, I'm gonna have a dot, which is just a div. And I'm only gonna display. Okay, no, let me have that first. So with maybe 10, height 10, border radius 5, and then background color is either gonna be, let me use this one here. If coin.last move, if that is up, then we're gonna use this one. And otherwise, we're gonna have some red color. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, and then here for the favorite, I'm just gonna use something else. Yeah, yellow. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna. Okay. Also, I'm gonna remove that last move here. Gonna have margin also 15. There we go. Border radius is a typo. Very good. And then we're only gonna display that if there is move. So coin, the last move is not none. And then I'm gonna have that. Okay, so if there's no move, then I'm just gonna, if there's no move, I'm not gonna display nothing. And if there was a move, then I'm gonna display the red or the green. Let's hope there is a green at some point. Yeah, there we go. Now it went up and then went down again. Perfect. So I think that is it. Let me actually add the other ones back again. And then I'm gonna remove the log here. Okay, and then now it should start. Okay, there we go. They went down, went down. Perfect. Yeah, that actually looks quite nice, I would say. Very good. Very good. Okay, well, I think this concludes this video about arrays and objects. Keep in mind, they're not real arrays or objects. Well, they're real objects, but if you want to do some saving, sending to the backend or something like that, always use 2JS. Or for debugging, you can mostly do anything that you would usually do: push, map, filter, something like that. Maybe one more thing: if you want to edit something in there, in an array, right? So what you would usually do is you would create a new array, and that works perfectly fine. But with MobX, you can also just find that element and change it, right? So you could say this.history.find, and then grab that element, and then .price is 5 or something like that. Just do a normal assignment. You don't have to go that filter or map. You can also do this.history.remove, if you want. This is a MobX function, and then you can remove an array. You remove an element of an array, and maybe you want to check out the documentation for that. There's more to that. I'm not sure. There's something computed with arguments now. Yeah, it has to be somewhere. You just look down here. Look through the documentation, and then you should be able to find it. Okay, well, check out the code here in this repository, and let me know if you have any questions, how you like the video. Let me know if you, so this time I'm going to leave the debugging part. Hopefully I'm going to mark that somehow. Let me know if you want to have these kind of problems in the video or not. Yeah, and then otherwise I'm going to see you in the next video.